Chapter 04, Crossroads of Fate. 2.5 weeks have passed since I got to Seoul, and things are finally starting to come together. I've landed a part-time gig at this old music store. It's seen better days, but it still has a kind of charm. A few big-name artists even stop by from time to time, hunting for gear. It's not as busy as it used to be, but the place is large, filled with the echoes of its former popularity. I've been spending my afternoons here, balancing my time between the store and my web development freelancing gigs. For now, money isn't an issue, which is a huge relief, but even with the financial stability, I can't shake this awkwardness about staying at my aunt and uncle's place. It's not that they've said anything, but I can't help feeling like I'm overstaying my welcome, infringing on their privacy. Although, I will say, my uncle started to warm up to me. What was once stiff and formal is now more relaxed. At least I'm not feeling as much like a burden anymore. 3.5 weeks to go before my studies start, but my mind keeps circling back to Cube Entertainment. I've been to a few interviews lately, none of them really taking me where I want to be. Cube feels different, though. It feels close, like my dream is just out of reach, but not completely gone. The deadline for hearing back from them has passed, yet I can't bring myself to let go of the hope. And then, just now, an email from Cube pops into my inbox. My heart's racing. I stare at it for a minute, too nervous to open it. What if it's a rejection? What if it's something else? Finally, I gather the courage and click on it. Wait, what? A third interview? That wasn't part of the plan. They mentioned 2 interviews. Why now? And there's another candidate. They want both of us to meet their senior manager for a final round. The interview's in 2 days. I can't wrap my head around it. Who's this other candidate? Why bring someone else in now? But instead of stressing out, I remind myself, this is my chance. One more shot to prove why I belong at Cube. Fast forward to today. I'm back at Cube's office, making my way to the interview room. It's familiar now, and I feel a strange sense of calm walking through the doors. But I'm the only one here, no sign of the other candidate. I sit, trying not to let my mind wander, until finally, a girl walks in. She must be the one. There's something about her that feels familiar, but I can't quite place her. She walks in with this air of confidence and heads straight in, even though I got here first. What's her deal? Why does she feel so important? My brain's spinning with questions, but I keep them to myself. There's no point in overthinking. Here's the kicker, they're announcing the results today. No waiting, no agonizing over whether or not I'll get a call back. In just a few hours, I'll know if I got the job. The interview itself went well, I did the best I could, left it all on the table. Now I'm back in the lobby, scrolling through Instagram to kill time. The other candidate, she left with 2 bodyguards. That's when it clicked. She's someone. A famous someone. And then I remember, she's Phoenix's stepsister. Phoenix, from One World. Great, as if the pressure wasn't high enough. I needed some air, so I headed out to find a washroom. That's when I saw her again, talking to some guy in the hallway. Something about her expression made me uneasy. Anger? Or maybe frustration. But why? I push it out of my mind and head back to wait. The hours drag on, and finally, my phone buzzes. It's time. I step back into the interview room, heart pounding. Mr. Liu, the senior manager, starts speaking, but his words are a blur at first. After careful consideration, we've made our decision, he says. Both of Ms. Minyu and Ms. Lyra have shown great potential, but we had to look at a variety of factors. I hold my breath. Ms. Lyra. Congratulations. You're the one we've selected for assistant engineering manager position. What? Me? Did he just say I got the job? I can't believe it. I'm in shock, trying to keep my emotions in check. I've never wanted something this badly, and now it's mine. Thank you, Mr. Liu, I managed to say. I can't tell you how much this means to me. As I leave, I see Ms. Minu. She's waiting just outside. Her expression says it all, and before I can slip by, she stops me, her face twisted in anger. Who are you? She demands. I'm sorry? That job was supposed to be mine. What did you do to get it? Sleep with someone on the board? The accusation hits me like a punch. Excuse me? How could you say that? I snap back, stunned. I earned this job. I worked for it, just like you. You don't know anything about me. She smirks, clearly unfazed, and walks away. I can't believe the audacity. How could someone be so rude, so entitled? But I won't let her words ruin this moment for me. I worked hard for this, and I deserve it. Moments later, Mr. Liu's secretary hands me some paperwork. Congratulations, Ms. Lyra. You'll receive your official appointment letter tomorrow, and we'll expect you to start next Monday. Good luck. I leave Cube's office feeling like I'm floating. This is it. The beginning of everything I've worked for, but before I can celebrate too much, I've got to head to the music shop. I promised to work a half day. The owners are kind, and I know I need to tell them I won't be able to help as much anymore. They've always been understanding, though, and I'll still drop by when I can. This is just the start. My journey's far from over. But for the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm exactly where I'm meant to be.